My children are going to be quiet. 1, 2, 3. 4. Hello. What's happening? I'm actually going to do a pick a card right now. So there's going to be 4 different piles. The first one is going to be, it's number 4, Happy Family. Second one is going to be number 12, the Temple Path. Third one is going to be Strategy, number 21. And the fourth one is going to be number 13, Financial Constraints. So 1 through 4. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm like starting to sweat over here. Okay. So for what do they want to tell you? For number 1, which is the Happy Family card, you have Angel of Balance, which is number 48. You have Victory, which is in the reverse for number 28. You have Become a Clear Channel. Greetings. Be true to yourself. You have Faith. Reach for the Stars. You have Unexpected, which is also another number 48. So 4s and 8s and probably 2s. You have number 34, Commit to Happiness. '31, Replenish. Sleep for number 32. I don't know if my table's big enough for all these cards. We're gonna make it work. Friendship. Mature Man. New Love. Work. Then you have the 3 of Wands. The High Priest. Page of Wands. Standing Stone, and the Crone. Thank you. So what does this person want to tell you? First of all, I feel like they're waiting for something in their life, either you or something to happen. They're waiting for, I mean, in this picture there's a ship, so you know, a lot of people say they're waiting for their ships to come in, but at the same time, I feel like this person's standing by themselves, so I feel like they're waiting for you to talk to them. This is someone who you know. This is a friend of yours, someone who maybe you're not talking to right now. This person could already be with someone, or they see you as someone who they could have a family life with, where you guys could be really happy. But I feel like if you guys are friends, maybe they want more than that, but they don't really know how to have that conversation with you. I feel like they're trying to listen to their guides. They're trying to open the lines of communication with you, but at the same time, they see you doing well for some of you guys. They see you as someone who has always kind of been true to yourself, someone who they have a lot of faith in you. I think this person has matured quite a bit, or they already are mature, And I think that this person is trying to balance their life out. With the High Priestess, talks about someone who is a counselor, someone who's a mentor, someone who's a spiritual advisor. I feel like this person is someone you could talk to about things, which is where the friendship thing comes in, where this is someone where you could talk to them about anything. I feel like the balance thing is huge here for some of you guys. Maybe you're trying to balance yourself out, they're trying to balance themselves out. But I feel like somehow you guys went on different paths, or you were before, because with the Page of Wands, this is someone who is going after something that they want to do, but they're also very stubborn. I think that someone went on their own way, but like because they were doing what they thought they wanted to do, but it didn't end up working out with the Victory card in reverse. I feel like this feeling of love is new for somebody, whether it's with you or another person, but I just think like you guys are being guided. When it says reach for the stars, this is your guides. This is like, you know, messages. This is downloads. This is someone who's trying to tell you, like, you know, in the instance of you balancing yourself out, this person's doing the same thing. So it's almost like you guys are mirroring each other, but at the same time, like maybe you don't know that this person is waiting for you, or this person wants to talk to you, but they're really stubborn, so they're not talking to you. With the Standing Stone in this deck, it talks about back in the ancient times, or when the Greek gods would all get together around a circle, and they would, like, it's basically like telling your truth in front of people and then coming to some kind of conclusion. But it's like they want to have this conversation, or maybe this is something that they've had to face within themselves, where if they were to tell the truth about all of this stuff, they haven't really told you how they feel about you, because this is really new. Maybe they didn't realize that they were in love with you until they left. I think that just love in general is something that's new to this person, because with Unexpected, they didn't expect to fall for you. They didn't expect to feel this way, and I feel like there's also a lot of new things coming in for either you or this person. You guys might be connected energetically, and what that means that there's other realms, and there's, you know, when you guys are sleeping, you guys might be communicating, or your guides are trying to communicate to you. With this new moon, there's a moon in the background. With the new moon in Sagittarius, there's going to be something really unexpected that happens for you and maybe this person. I think that some of you guys waited for this person to get their shit together. You waited for them to grow up. You waited for them to kind of see things as they were, and maybe you had to part ways because that wasn't happening. But now these new things are coming about, and I feel like some of you guys really were a mentor to this person, or you still are. They see you as someone who's really wise, someone who can kind of guide them along the way. And also with the Lion, I feel like this person has a lot of things about their personality or their self that they're trying to work on, but they kind of need that steady hand in their life. And maybe that's what they're doing, or maybe that's what they see you as in their life. I also think someone has a spirit guide who's an older woman. It could be a Leo for some of you guys that talks to you in your sleep, or is like around you when you're sleeping. There's new portals opening up with the Lion in this. That portal that opens up on August 8th might be of significance. That might be when new things are coming in for a lot of people. You have work. Some of you guys may have worked with this person, or maybe you guys are going to be offered a job that just kind of comes out of nowhere. New opportunities are going to be presented to you. You could have met this person at your job, or maybe there's someone who like sees the potential in you that is kind of paying attention to you. But at the same time, with Commit to Happiness and Replenish, maybe you needed a break from this job. Maybe you need to look for something that makes you happy. Maybe it's about making yourself happy for once, because I feel like some of you guys, just in how this situation looks, it's like you put everything into this situation and it kind of broke bad. But now in this separation, you kind of had to pull yourself together and figure out what makes you happy kind of on your own, and like what you want in life, and you know where you're going. But I mean, the stubborn energies on both sides of the fence. I feel like there was balance that is needed for both people. But I feel like some of you guys, either this person's a friend of yours, or it's more than that, but they just haven't had the courage to tell you how they feel about you. but they do see you in a really good light, but I feel like it's not really on the 3D realm. Maybe it's on the 5D, something where that's where you guys communicate, but you haven't really came together in the 3D. But I feel like that could change depending on where you're at on your journey and they're at on their journey. It's just something that's going to be, new things are going to be popping up. And I think for both of you, for this to turn into love is really unexpected. But for some reason, there's characteristics about you and characteristics about them that when you guys come together, it works out really well, and maybe it really wouldn't in another way. Something to do with communication, something to do with going after what it is that you want, your passions. You know, two people that are highly spiritual, people that are wise. Maybe you didn't realize that you had so much in common, or maybe when you get to know them, then more things will be revealed. Maybe you guys are going to be starting to work together in this, like on the same path. I definitely feel like this is a spiritual path for somebody, and for someone that maybe it wasn't before, but it is now. I think that there's something you need to pay attention to, because when it says become a clear channel, pay attention to what you're listening to, especially when it comes to spirit guides, when it comes to people around you. Go towards people that are like-minded and not listening to the immature people, because you need this balance in your life. You need mature people, and I think that you're ready to go like level up spiritually, but you can't do that around everyone. This person wants you to be happy. This person wants you to take care of yourself. And I think that you're really influential in their life, whether or not you're together or not. Maybe you felt like they weren't listening to anything that you said, but they were listening. But they're just too stubborn to admit it. Because something happened where it didn't work out before, but I think that they want it to, but they're just not really sure how to do that now. I see maturity. I think this person has matured. You have matured. There's definitely new energy. So let's see. Somebody is definitely a Leo. Pile number 2 is the Temple Path. And then you have number 46, a Thinking Man. You have number 27, Walking Away. You have Speak Up. Choose friends wisely. Go for your dreams. You have Barriers. You have Awareness. Transform. Self-love. Compassion. And Hydrates. Some of you guys, this is definitely water signs. This is definitely earth sign. There's a lot of green. There's a lot of, I just get that vibe. Transformation is Scorpio. You have Twin Flame. You have Dating. Ice King. Spiritual Growth. Nine of Wands.
Hey, look, your cat. Yeah.
6 of Chalices. Shh. 9 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. And the World Tree. What does this person want to tell you? There's been some blocks to this coming together for sure, especially if this is your Twin Flame and the Barriers card. Some of you guys could have been dating around. This person could have been dating multiple people, and that might have been the blocks, kind of those karmic ties with other people. Someone has been looking for their twin, but they didn't realize the things that they were doing were holding them back, or the people that they chose to be around. You have awareness. Someone is very aware of the path that they're on now and kind of how things work, and maybe like repeating the same cycles over and over, despite the different paths they've tried. I feel like this person's tried to go in more than one direction, but they always end up on the same level. There was a movie, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like this person was in purgatory and they kept going up the same flight of stairs and they never got anywhere. I feel like that's where someone's been for a very long time, and they've just now kind of came into the awareness, like they're the ones that have been keeping themselves here and kind of keeping this union apart. I feel like someone's very guarded. Someone has tried to walk away from this, but maybe someone did walk away. But it's like in this card, they're looking back. And they're like, they want to speak up and they want to talk about this, but they're not really like fully walked away, because with the Six of Chalices, like you guys have known each other probably many lifetimes. There's probably always been an issue with communication, with whether it's on your side or on their side, because someone has been through a lot. But I feel like there's still like little people around. This person has a it's not a fairy, they call them something else in this deck, but they have these little people around them that are like in their ear trying to talk to them, like you've been here before. But you see the little boys carrying the cage with the bird inside of it, like they've never really been able to open up and talk about things. They've just kind of had this same stance where they're very cold. I don't think that's who this person is. I feel like that's who they've had to become, or they thought that's who they had to become because of the things that they've been through. You know, this guy's fully armored up. But with the White Lion, I feel like that's not really who they are. They're a spiritual person. They're just and they think that I think they have a gentle soul or a pure soul, or maybe you do. But I just feel like someone has kind of spent a lot of time doing the same thing and getting the same results, and that's kind of why they push people away. Very paranoid energy, but at the same time, like someone doesn't want you to walk away. If you walked away from this person, they don't want you to do that. I think at the end of the day, they see you guys as being together, but you guys both need to work on communication. There's definitely been some growth here because one of you guys has went through a transformation, or maybe this person has. But if you pay attention to the card, it's like this woman's been waiting for this to happen. Like she's been watching everything happen, but it's like the glass is still over the butterflies. Like this person doesn't realize who they are, or you know how beautiful they are, or how much they've actually transformed. Maybe like they don't see the growth in themselves that other people see in them. I think that this person has thought a lot about walking away from this, but at the same time, they've kind of just came into the awareness, like the barriers of the situation, that this is the path that they're meant to be on, that maybe this is where they're supposed to be, if this is where they keep coming back to. With the Nine of Pentacles, someone's used to being on their own, someone's used to being single, but it's like when they think about being happy, when they think about growing old, it's not by themselves. You know, there's kids in the picture running around. There's a woman sitting there. I don't know what she's doing. She's spinning something. But I just feel like this person's never really been able to tell you how they feel about you, because they chose the wrong people more than once. Someone has, like, in time, because of your compassion, learned to love themselves, or maybe this is something where they need to be more compassionate with themselves and love themselves more. But I feel like with the choose your friends wisely, there's a reason why someone doesn't really love themselves, or someone doesn't really show how much they truly care because of what they've been through. That's why they don't say anything, because maybe when they were to speak up in the past, it just didn't go anywhere. It kind of went south. Maybe they have a hard time saying what they actually mean, so they just keep it to themselves. I think someone thinks a lot about things, but they don't really say it out loud. It's almost like they want you to know how they feel, or they expect you to know. But at the same time, if this is truly a twin, you guys are mirroring each other. So you guys have both been through a lot of things. Maybe you both don't speak up and talk about things. Maybe you both need to show more compassion to yourselves and love yourself more. And in turn, that's what's causing this transformation. That's what's causing the growth on the path together, where it's like, you know, once you take the step for yourself, than the other person does. You know, with the two, that's duality. You guys are literally doing the same thing, but maybe not together. I think that this person wants to be together, but it's like you're waiting for them to say something. Someone's definitely a water sign. Someone maybe needs to drink more water, but I think that someone has a lot of emotions that they don't talk about. Maybe on purpose. I think that you guys this is something that you had to learn. This is a learning, probably to some degree, a karmic lesson. But when it says go for your dreams with the Ace of Wands, this is something that you want to do. This is something that you're good at. Maybe it's globally, maybe it's across the country. But I don't think that you have to be alone in this. Like, you don't have to do everything alone. I think that this person and you just need to work on your communication. Realize, I think that one person knew for a long time what this connection was, but the other person is kind of waking up to it more now. Someone doesn't even realize how much they've truly changed in all of this and how much they've grown, and maybe how much support that they have. And it's like that you have support in this on this walk that you're on, whether or not it's your spirit guides, whether it's your ancestors, or whether it's people in real life. Like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're on the right path. And I think that there's people that are definitely proud of you for doing this and taking this step out on your own, whether or not your friends tell you that or not, whether or not you and your twin are able to communicate this to each other or not, whether or not you guys talk about your feelings, or if you're wondering if you're on the right path. I think that you definitely are, if you needed that confirmation. And maybe you don't have to be so defensive about it. Maybe you can open up to more people about it, because I think that some people are afraid to, say what they're into or what they're doing, especially when it's spiritual, because everyone's like, she's a witch or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's not really like that. Like, more people are open to it. It's just you have to be on the right platform around the right people, and kind of embracing that will help. I'm not really reading the comments, so I don't know what y'all are talking about, and I can't do both, so my bad. Pile number 3, strategy number 21. Door to spirit number 32. The garden and the gate number 30. You have say no. Imagine solutions. Begin to explore. You have choice. And that is number 39. Control is number 10. Positive-minded people for 23. Grateful for number 47. Number 14 is vibration. You have young male. Children. Fun times. Brunette female. 6 of Pentacles. Four of Chalices. 5 of Chalices. King of Pentacles. and the Three of Things, or the Three of Swords. So, what does this person want to tell you? This person has a plan. This person might have had children at a young age, whether, I don't think it was with you. I think this person had a child with someone where it was, I don't want to say a one-night stand, but it really wasn't that serious, and now there's children involved, and this person is really controlling over this person's life, like hella controlling. But they have a choice as well, and I think that they have a choice to make when it comes to what they want to do. They've been kind of holding themselves back in a certain situation where they have a hard time telling this person no. This person might want help financially from them, but they're not really satisfied with this person. So if you're in a situation, this isn't really who they want to be with, but at the same time, they kind of have to figure out a plan and how to say no when they need to, come up with a solution on their own. Like, they want to handle this on their own, but it's not really where they want to be. You have Door to Spirit. I feel like their guides have been talking to them. They are becoming more open to spirituality. I think that's kind of where this plan is coming into play, where they're kind of realizing everything that they've been through. Maybe they were a controlling person. Maybe they wanted to control every environment they were in. Someone needs to stay around positive-minded people. I think that you are a positive influence in their life, and they know that with you, whatever they give you, they get back. And someone has been offered a lot of, like, maybe dates or offers, and they're just like, they're not happy. Someone's been saying no to everyone who's been even trying to approach them. There is some regret here. I feel like someone didn't appreciate someone for who they were, what they did, and then they ended up leaving. There could have been a broken heart for somebody. This person doesn't want you with anybody else, but they want you to be able to do whatever it is that makes you happy. They want you to be able to do what you want to do in another sense, and they are grateful for you. They are happy that you were in their lives, even if it was for a short amount of time. For whatever you did to help them, they appreciate it. I don't think that they felt like they really made you happy. They do regret something where whatever solution they came up to this problem really wasn't the greatest, and they ended up going back to somewhere where they ended up getting their heart broken again, and they don't know if they want to work on this or if they want to walk away. They don't know what they want to do. What they're working on right now is being financially stable. I feel like someone is learning more about themselves. Someone needs to raise their vibration. Someone is raising their vibration. They're learning more and more about how they feel and kind of the things that they've done. They're coming into a bigger awareness about what's really going on in the situation, because I feel like someone had a blindfold on for a very long time when it comes to someone that they either have kids with or how they acted. Maybe they were just out for someone who's kind of like a free spirit, where they didn't really want to settle down, but now they have responsibilities, and now they're kind of, they could have been controlling. Someone's definitely very controlling. Could be a father figure for somebody, but I just think that they do regret some things that they did. They want you to be happy, but they understand that they have some things they need to do, and it has to be on their own. It can't be with your help anymore, because they have a choice that they need to make, and it has to be theirs. It can't be anyone else's. But I feel like someone's a people pleaser. Someone does what everyone else wants them to do, and they don't stick up for themselves. And at the same time, they have a lot of people asking them for help, and they don't really want to help these people, but they're constantly in their face, and they don't know how to say no. If you help this person, they're grateful. they don't want you to be sad about anything that happened with the situation. They don't want you to feel like you did anything wrong, because you didn't. It was kind of one-sided, and I feel like you're on a different level than this person is now, and they know that. So in order for them to come back into your life, they have to step their game up, and they have to deal with a whole bunch of shit to even be in your life. But I feel like they're kind of doing that, but they kind of need to figure out what the fuck they want to do. They feel like they were holding you back from doing what you truly want to do by helping them. Pile number 4 is financial constraints, card number 13. Action with card number 17. 37 is the third chakra, Archangel Camiel. Number 11 is cornucopia. 22 is yin and yang. Oh shit, I don't know what I did. You have rejuvenates. Bust out of your cocoon. Do all things in moderation. Unconditional love for card 42. You have progress for card 36. You have kindness for card 37. Triggers for card 9. Short term. True love. Money. Fair male. You have the Knight of Chalices. The Ace of Chalices. The Battle Wagon, which is the Chariots. The Lord of the Shadows was card 13. And the Eight of Chalices. What does this person want to tell you? They are... This person, I think, has feelings for you. Like, they want to tell you, they want to take action on this, but they're going through some things in their life right now where they might have been injured. They might be having money troubles. They might need to break out of their shell a little bit more. Someone might have addictions with the do all things in moderation. Someone could be drinking, smoking, you know, not who they would normally be, but maybe that's what would get them to come out of their shell. But they're trying to take care of themselves in a different way and kind of come out of their shell like normally and not with substances. With the solar plexus being in here, this is all about like self-confidence. I feel like someone struggles with self-confidence. Maybe they do. Even though there's definitely love here, there's like them offering love and them coming towards you. I feel like they want to have more to offer to you. And even though there's like slow progress being made right now, it's not really like moving that fast because someone is facing their shadow right now. Someone is realizing the things that they have. Maybe they're trying to find a balance between their yin and their yang, like the dark and the light energy, where someone's kind of in the dark energy right now, but they're also walking away from things that they know they need to walk away from. When it comes to unconditional love, it's here. I feel like this is someone's other half. But I think that maybe both of you guys are going through some shit right now, and you both kind of have to go through these things and figure this out. Because for some of you guys triggered each other. There was something about family, friends, childhood, feelings, and learning some really tough lessons. You guys triggered the fuck out of each other. And that's kind of what pushed someone into their shadow side and like forced them to see things where they probably didn't want to do that in that way, but that's kind of what you guys did to each other, and that's kind of how the twin thing goes. You know, you're seeing a mirror of everything you don't want to deal with. So someone's kind of in that shadow right now, which is kind of preventing them from taking the action that they want to take, but when it comes to these feelings, they do have it. And that's relatively new, or they will be offering this to you when this other portal opens on the 17th, it looks like, for somebody. I feel like when it comes to finances as well, things are going to be changing. The number 13 keeps standing out to me, and I don't know what that means. Maybe July 13th or the 13th of this month, maybe things started to change. But I think that you will be like emotionally satisfied and like financially satisfied, but I think that your kindness has a lot to do with it. So maybe what you give other people is coming back for you. So maybe it's good karma. Like the kindness you show in other people is going to be coming back to you. And that's what's going to kind of bring you out of this negative energy. But I think that if this person isn't really coming towards you that fast, or they're moving really slow, it's for a reason. I think that money is an issue, but it doesn't really affect the fact that this is a true love situation. But I think that maybe the money issues are short term, but that doesn't mean the love is. You know what I mean? I think that the triggers had to happen like that because that kind of made someone see something that they had to face. You know, a lot of people are purging out negative energy right now, and it's definitely fucking negative. But at the same time, that's what's bringing about the progress in this. That's what's gonna help this person to take action in the future. You know, have this person open up a little bit more, have more confidence in themselves, and move forward. I think that someone has been in like a 7-year bad luck thing, especially when it comes to finances. And that's kind of changing, but it's kind of like someone's realizing that it's their own actions that's gonna, like, they're trying to figure this out, but it's not moving as fast as they want it to. And I think they're making these changes in their life to progress the situation, or that there is progress in the situation. But I think that this person, like, has always loved you or always will love you. I mean, that's what unconditional love is. So no matter what happened, like, maybe this person has some dark things about them, but didn't really stop you from loving them, or vice versa. And I think that's kind of why the love is so strong, because no matter what kind of addictions they had or the things that they didn't talk about, it was almost like you still showed them kindness, or you still showed them love. And that's kind of what brought about these changes for this person. But it also triggered them and triggered you. Maybe this person wants you to talk more as well. I think it's just like these new, like, puppy love feelings, but it's like you guys are both waiting for the other person to take action on it. Like, whatever you think that they should be doing, they think you should be doing, basically. So you kind of go around in a circle. But it does say progress, so there's always that. So if you guys came in late or whatever, you're going to have to go back to the beginning and then kind of do the pick a card that way, because I just kind of started when there wasn't that many people in the room. You know. To put all my cards back together. Hope everyone has a good weekend. I'm going to do some other readings on my channel this weekend, get some new videos out. Check out the About section of the channel for personal readings. I do have some openings. Hope everyone has a good night.